Please, I'll go on my knees and I will beg you. Allow us to march to Palestine. I beg you, I'll go onto my knees and I will beg you for these people. I'm a proud man and I'm a nurse. I've paid to go to Palestine myself. Where is your cow? Where is your heart? They're babies and women. The women are trying to feed their dying babies and their breasts are empty. Do you know what that smells like? I've had babies die in my arms. They shot pregnant women in front of me. For the love of humanity and for the love of Islam, please don't do this. Allow us to march to Gaza. We're peaceful people, we're good people, we're Muslims, we're Christians, we're atheists, we're Jews. We are humanity. We are here for humanity. What are you here for? For humanity and for love. Stand with your brothers and sisters in Palestine. I have never seen or experienced anything like it, please.
All right. Indeed, they said when two lions fight, it is the grass or the soil that faces the consequences. And that is exactly what is happening here. Now, yes, astronomy no kwa, but for say no correct say asase ana grass and also no eya ne hochre no. That is exactly what is happening right here. These are people in Gaza are trying to evacuate from Gaza because of what is happening. Donald Trump announces a complete and total ceasefire. A complete and a total ceasefire between Israel and Iran after 12 days of intense military conflicts. Initially set for 12 hours with hope to end the cycle of strikes. Donald Trump, the papa friend Donald Trump, no pay and also a call for ceasefire. That is to say, both parties, both Iran and Israel, should hold their fire. Da obia amfa ni tu nto ho. Obia emfa ne niema na kondie engu ho. We no eyenhye eyenhye na osho mo. And who will be refused, you will bear the consequences. That is, so far as on now that the President of the United States of America has initiated this ceasefire, primary, both countries are supposed to drop everything. Now, however, within hours, he criticized both sides, stated, I didn't like the fact that Israel unloaded right after we made the deal, calling the rapid violations unacceptable. Papa na friend Trump, after so calling for ceasefire, he continued by saying, say we're calling for ceasefire, and he expect the both parties to drop their weapons and ammunition and cut off or stop the war. And again, he also went ahead and said, I didn't like the fact that Israel na okase na niji ho say the Israel wa bla omuni Israel atenase akasa na anadwo omoada na Israel fa kotikwanso akọ atake Iran na okase ofwa so a na obwa anase odin tro. He called it a violation. Na say Israel so no obum laso afei na papa no enso den sa ensem wi tuja. Now, the US House voted 344 to 79 to table an impeachment impeachment resolution introduced by Rep. AI Green, which accused Trump of abusing power over the Iran strike. Actually, say, mpanyinfoɔ so ɛwɔ US hɔ no, papa na friend Trump no yɛ man ho anaa yɛ man asum enjoy no because they called what he did to Iran strike no strike Saturday ahemache no 37 hours of strike on stop and I say non-stop strike now striking operations now or yeah no Saturday ahemache no na mpanyinfoɔ kyerɛ sɛ impeachment bi akɔso wɔ hɔ as a papa na mfa mmara kwan so because etia mmara sɛ papa no timi de mmara hyɛ ne nsam na otu saa anamo no na I want to stand to believe say with this impeachment resolutions no ɛna ama papa na ɛfrɛ no Trump no say all this ceasefire abetu dwa sɛ both Iran and the Israel should cease fire. Now, that is what he is saying there. Now, let's go deep into exactly what is happening. Gaza. Say, no papa and friend Trump no were calling for ceasefire. Now, as to say, ceasefire no ebe go across through Gaza. Na nipa omo so ewo Gaza enso complain na so omo su se na papa na friend Trump I call it ceasefire ewo Israel and Iran no it is time for him to also call ceasefire ewo Gaza because now things are happening in Gaza enema amanfo fam painting kom ewo Gaza ehon so ensem enso ebi ewo ho no na ye kase Gaza kora na Gaza no ehena ewo na ehena ehye na eden na ama sese nipa ewo Gaza esu na omo sre ewiase nyina say they should come to their aid. Where is Gaza located? And yemfa ehon abakwasen kakra so emerald. Gaza is a small densely populated coastal strip located in the Middle East along the eastern coast of the Mediterranean Sea. Na chese omo no omo ben Middle East ana omo wo Middle East ehon na omo wa omo ben Mediterranean Sea na ehon so ensem no to the north and east, it borders Israel. Eti ula Gaza hono so na north and east, almost share border with Israel. Then to the southwest, it borders Egypt. And also southwest so the northeast near Israel and a southwest so almost share border with Egypt. And so ewo. Now to the west, the Mediterranean. Na say all two on each west honso na say omo ni nsuo no na ebo ebla na say omo tohye enso ewo ho. About 365 square kilometers, 141 square miles, roughly the size of a small city. It is about 41 kilometers, 25 miles long and between 6 to 12 kilometers. 4 to 7.5 miles wide. Gaza no hon ensema yenso ye de bro no. It's part of the Palestinian territories along with the West Bank. The Gaza Strip has been under the control of Hamas since 2007. Enti say yehu ba bi a Gaza wo na yehu say Gaza, you really understand the reason why they are going through what they are going through now. Any the ama omo esu any ejadwo ni nyina no you come to understand where it's really coming from. Now, yamo what you said from our previous videos, ne say these Gaza and I say Gaza Kurowe, they are being controlled by Hamas. They are being controlled by Hamas. That is the Palestinian for control this Hamas, kind of say Gaza, no. Then this Hamas, they run ministries, hospitals, schools, and all those kind of institutions. Hamas and they run yomo. Now the outcome way, said. Since the beginning of the conflict between Israel and Iran, no. That is when this whole issue Gaza and so started. Because why? It is the Iran that provide and produce or provide food, transportation, hospitals, and like anything concerning omu living, omu life, hospital, and I say medical cares, medical equipment, everything, drugs, everything. Iran any provided for Gaza because Hamas na da ho no Hamas no part and I say or support Iran and na akoma Iran no support and I say or provide everything the Hamas need. And again you should understand say Hamas is no control Gaza. That means Iran to Hamas, Hamas to Gaza. That is it. Now free say ntokwa started here no 12 days na ntokwa started here no and na Gaza so akwa ohihia mu all this was. He said now they are being they don't have food, they don't have shelter, they don't have water, nothing, they don't have anything. They have been shorted, or there is shortage of everything in Gaza. Now and then now shortage of Diane or more hospital and I say medical equipment money and drone ade almost at the bomb ho ban e wo kuro so. Ne nyina say whenever Iran strike Israel, indirectly, the Hamas also strike. Almost no, they try to also strike Israel one way or the other. Now, this is where the punishment is coming from. Once say Gaza Hamas and a control, and again they are Palestinian and Palestinians so Israel for now. So what happens is that say Iran for now mono yenim say yenim nya ntokwa no say monso Hamas mona mo support Hamas dia say in Iran face Israel intini onne adaje a wo de kwakoboa Gaza na da ho no. And again, even if our holding any or nema or they call Nuane, any enrone nema or they call Gaza, Ediako Boma. Now, this is where the case is. Israel for not targeting those transportation and I say militaries, and military Iran military now, or more and nema, or more transport and nema, Ediako Gaza. No. They target those militaries. Now, Omo destroy everything. They make sure say nothing leave Iran to Gaza. They make sure say nothing leave Iran to Gaza. The reason being is, and yes, say be Omo yes I said Gaza for no a kombeku Omo and I say Omo nya aduani no. They do that because they know say Omo ma ho kwan na Iran for no transport to nema. The fa and I say the break Gaza hona. This is where the Hamas are based, and through a near transportation they could send ammunitions, missiles, and all those stuff at the Gaza home and now the break Hamas and Hamas ejisa near. That is to say no enyo ni Iran ene Hamas no so benya akode no so asole etia Israel for no. So what they do is that once there is a conflict, once there is a war and I say almost solidity omo ho a, then Gaza ena omo so omo ho kire omo. This is the whole thing that is happening. Gaza, as you say, people are crying, people are dying since the start of Israel and Iran and Tokwa. Number of people Gaza yegusu aye county because you see what the people are calling upon President Trump and say now that he has called ceasefire. Iran and Israel and Temuno, they also expect ceasefire. Gaza. Na ni nyina say Israel and Iran for no nyamia ya adom na papa na friend Donald Trump ne so wa call ceasefire to be amfani to there. Ene papa yeso yesre say yenso no baabi yenya nnuani di no ena say ya block ho nti wadawoloma ha nso no call ceasefire said e be ya Iran for betimi di nnuane abreye any other way no person mo di nnuane ne support medical attention ne enuro ne nema yeso mo so omunya na omo di live omo daily life no omo nso etimi go with omo normal life. Abusuya babia ensem no sesei akwakodru ne. They say finally anase nyame adom the president of United States of America has called a ceasefire and notice the two Israel and Iran should put a stop to everything. Say Gaza also calling for President Trump say onoso emramu na ceasefire no ebiso enrich omo said ebeya omo nso no omo abrabo ebetimi atoa so ebere wase anumre na yamawo adwo anumre nso na afei nso no yama wate asese say this is the first time I woni edi nketa na so hu videos a dia ebesero say hi Richie TV or Richie Empire enso ewo YouTube na Richie TV ewo Facebook any TikTok ehoba bia nso no ukọ ho a ubenya shows bi na onso wahwe bi ye the update ekoso ewo wiase afana ba bia especially say Gaza and say Iran and Israel and tokwai enso start ye break everything down na unye video ni bi hwe ya na wako start ahwe na enchetremu ene mpapamu yenso ye tra ha na ye de abra de bia enso anumre ebra ose anumre na wa support in page by following our page and commenting and sharing our videos to others to also have access to it and dia ebe kan say ahweye na ye sere se onso hwe ohun ye na yamao adios anumre.